The title of the unit is Financial System and its Components. The module name is Composition of Indian Financial System, Financial Instruments. Welcome students. The outline of the e-module is as following. First, we will understand the concept of financial instrument. Next, we'll take a look at the types of financial instruments. And third, we will look at the characteristics of financial instruments. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, a student will be able to understand the concept of a financial instrument, describe the types of financial instruments, and interpret the characteristics of financial instruments. So let's straight come to the concept of a financial instrument. Now, a financial instrument is nothing but a sort or a type of instrument through which finance is generated by the firms. So we can say that firms use this as a tool to generate finance for serving their various needs. Financial assets, securities, and claims together comprise the financial instruments. The financial assets are those things which give power of claim for money in near future. So basically we can say that assets are those things which yield money to the holder. Financial assets, securities, and claims comprise of the financial instrument, of which financial assets we have just now discussed. Now, coming to next, the types of financial instruments. Basically, there are four types of financial instruments. First, tradable or transferable and non-tradable or non-transferable financial instrument. Second, capital market instruments, money market instruments, and hybrid instruments. Third, cash instruments and derivative instruments. And the fourth, primary instruments and secondary instruments. Coming to the first one, that is tradable or transferable and non-tradable or non-transferable. Now, as you can see by the name itself, we can figure out that tradable or a transferable instrument consists of those securities which can be traded or transferred from one party to the another party. Let us take the example of shares. If I have purchased shares and if I want to redeem it, then I can easily transfer my shares to some another person. So therefore, it qualifies for the quality of tradability or transferability with respect to financial instrument. Similar is the case with debentures, bonds, or government securities, etc., that possess the capacity of transfer or trading. So basically, all these shares, debentures, bonds, government securities initially may be bought by one particular party, but later on that can be transferred or traded to some other party. This is what is meant by tradable or transferable financial instrument. On the other hand, we have something called as non-tradable or non-transferable financial instrument. Now, as we understood from the above concept, this basically is just the opposite of it. Non-tradable or non-transferable financial instruments are those instruments which cannot be traded, neither they can be transferred. They consist of bank deposits, insurance policy, pension funds, provident funds, etc. And these are the examples of non-tradable or non-transferable instruments because they cannot be transferred. insurance policy. Let us say if I am holding an insurance policy, I cannot transfer my insurance policy to some other person. Therefore, these are classified as non-tradable or non-transferable instruments. Second, capital market instruments, money market instruments, and hybrid instruments. Now, capital market instruments are long-term instruments used to derive money from the capital market itself. So these instruments include equity shares, preference shares, warrants, debentures, and bonds. Generally, they are the securities which have a maturity period which extends beyond 1 year. So if you encounter a financial instrument whose maturity is more than 1 year, you should immediately come to know that it is nothing but a capital market instrument. Next, money market instrument. They are short-term instruments which are used to derive and supply money from the money market. It includes instruments such as treasury bills, commercial paper, certificate of deposit, commercial bills, etc. Generally, these are the securities which have a maturity period up to 1 year. So if you see the maturity period of a financial instrument and if you find it is up to 1 year but not extending 1 year, then you should be able to classify it as a money market instrument. Hybrid instruments are the instruments which are a sort of a mix or mixture of both equity as well as debentures. It includes instruments such as warrants, convertible bonds, etc. Cash instruments are the instruments which have a value that is determined by the market, or they have a market determined value. Those are cash instruments. Derivative instruments, on the other hand, are the instruments which derive value from some other financial instrument or variable. So basically we can say that cash instruments have market determined value, derivative instruments have a value which is derived but from some other financial instrument. Next, primary and secondary instruments. Primary instruments are the instruments which are issued by one party immediately to other party. For example, if you look at firms, they issue shares and debentures to the general public. It is direct and immediate from one party to another. Therefore, it comes under the category of primary instruments. Secondary instruments, on the other hand, are the instruments which are issued not directly by the firms but by other financial intermediaries to the general public, such as mutual fund that gives equities in the form of units. Next, we come to the characteristics of financial instruments. First, liquidity. Financial instruments are very easy and very quick to be converted to cash. That is the concept of liquidity. They can be easily converted into cash if an emergent need arrives in case of emergencies. Second characteristics, marketing. Financial instruments have easy tradability on the market. And what does it mean? You can easily trade your financial instruments on the market. You just look for a buyer who is interested in buying your financial instruments. So they have marketability. Next, collateral. You can also use financial instrument as a collateral to secure a loan. Financial instruments have this value for which they can be used as collaterals. Next, transferability. It is very easy to transfer a financial instrument from one person to another. Let us say I have shares. I have purchased shares in last year. And now if I want to transfer my shares to some another person, I can do that. So transferability is another characteristics of financial instrument. Maturity. With respect to maturity, financial instruments have either short-term maturity medium term maturity or long term maturity. So these are the different categories. Transaction cost. There is very negligible or very low buying and selling cost involved in financial instruments, because now everything has become digitalized and you can easily buy and sell financial instruments online. Next, risk. Risk is yet another characteristics of a financial instrument, because we are not certain whether we will get returns on the instrument on which we have invested or not. It can be non-repayment of principal, non-repayment of interest, or non-repayment of dividend. Future trading, which is the next characteristics of financial instrument. Future trading means we can use these financial instruments for future trading purposes to avoid any abrupt changes in price, movements upwards or downwards of interest rates, etc. Can I have a look at my references? Thank you.